With a background in serving in the armed forces and taking care of wounded soldiers, Dr. Todd Muncy has been using his skills and experience here in the Tri-Cities, providing care for families and patients of all ages. Dr. Muncy from Muncy Family Chiropractic is here to tell us more about balanced health. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Muncy. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate all you do for the community. It's a great pleasure to be here today.
Of course, of course. So tell me a little bit about yourself, how you became a chiropractor, and how you ended up here in the Tri-Cities.
Well, I ended up in the Tri-Cities because my wife wanted to move here.
There you go. We already like her. We like her already.
But I became a chiropractor because while serving in the armed forces, I was hurt in an accident in my unit, and I had broken my neck and back in 4 places.
Wow.
I suffered a long time with the pain and agony that came along with that injury, trying to find ways to change and alter my lifestyle, and couldn't get it done the traditional Western medicine way. And I looked into chiropractic, and that kind of suited what I needed to do. And after visiting a chiropractor, I started to function and feel better and do better all the way around. And it changed my life at that point. And I decided that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to help people like myself, veterans included, in getting well without having to go through the medicine, the surgeries, and things like that.
That's wonderful, sharing the knowledge that you learned and helping people. And so balanced health, you know, we hear kind of that term. What exactly does that mean? Why is it important for people to incorporate that into their life?
Well, balanced health means balanced well-being across across quite a few spectrums of health. We're talking diet, we're talking physical fitness, and we're talking about neurological balance. Balanced health is a way to get people to understand that our bodies have to work for us and not against us.
I love that. I love it. And so how can being out of balance maybe affect us?
Well, we see it all the time, and we see it in our community that people are really out of balance in their health because they're changing and altering their lifestyle to compensate for something such as chronic pain. They're not spending time with their families. They're not enjoying their hobbies like golf and baseball and things like that. They're changing the way they do it. And then being out of balance is being over-medicated as well. They're taking too many medications. We're really a society of taking too many medications, and that opiate crisis that's going on in our area now and across the world, it is a classic example of us being out of balance. People are going to medicine to try to solve a chronic pain problem, not realizing there are other things out there, other alternatives to help them get well.
Right, and that's where you can kind of come in and really help people to help with their chronic pain, just like you did, without having to lean on and rely on those drugs.
Absolutely. And you know, we have a generation of people that are getting older, and one of the segments before mine talked about this. You know, they're getting older, but they had a motto then. Their motto was, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And they went from a crisis to a crisis to a crisis. They never really crossed that critical transition to go towards a more lifestyle care. They were blindsided by their longevity. They never expected to live this long.
Right.
And they didn't realize the reality of it is broke. Their definition of broke was some kind of chronic illness or pain, something life-altering, when the actual definition of broke should be that your body's out of balance, your systems aren't working the way they're supposed to, and that we need to get it in balance, because healthy longevity is what we want. We don't want to spend the rest of our lives leaning towards the nursing home generation.
Right, and so that's all of talking about balanced health, and I want to make sure that we touch on, people can go to your website and get this free ebook that talks about the 100-year lifestyle book that kind of talks about this, right?
Absolutely. It's the 100-year lifestyle, and it's a free gift from our friends at the 100-year lifestyle. They can go to MuncyFamilyChiropractic.com under Contact Us. They can drop down, borrow, come down, and they can log on there, put their information in, and they'll receive a free ebook, and they can follow along with us as we go through this program.
Wonderful. And this will not be the last time you see Dr. Muncy. He'll be coming on Daytime regularly, talking a little bit more about balanced health. Thank you so much for coming, and we really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.